Right, yes, I've got 7 minutes. I'd like to also acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet tonight, the Gadigal people of the Wira Nation. And I'd also like to thank WestConnex Public Transport Group for organising tonight. The numbers here reflect both their hard work and just how deeply this issue is felt by this community. So thank you, wherever you guys are. I'm so proud to be able to stand here tonight in opposition to WestConnex with all of you. I've been opposed to this from its very inception, as have many of you. Like you, I can see that this private tollway is a $17 billion con job. It's going to destroy homes, destroy communities, destroy our green space, foul our air in this area for decades, and worst of all, it's not actually going to fix the problem. It won't actually do what they claim it's going to do. So the first thing to say about this project really is that it can be stopped. We can stop WestConnex. And I think that's why we have to approach this. The information is important, hearing the experts, understanding all of the problems, but that's important. But we have to keep returning to how can we organise to stop this road, and that's what I hope to do tonight. So by trade, I'm a firefighter. I've been trained in how to triage a crisis, and right now we are at a crisis point in this campaign. Homes are being demolished right now. Duncan Gate, yeah, shame. It's just such an act of vandalism. Duncan Gate is warming up the drills as we speak to start boring the tunnels. And the next tranche of federal funds for this polluted private tollway are about to be transferred. Now, it's welcome news today that we've got a commitment from the Federal Auditor General to investigate WestConnex. Now, while someone claimed that was a solo effort, I just want to recognise all of the people here who have been fighting over the last number of years to raise this question. The reason why the Federal Auditor General is looking into this is because of you. Thank you. That's a start, but I don't think it's enough. So what do we need to do to stop it? Well, first of all, we need to freeze the funds from the federal government, and we need to stop the demolition of houses today. Now, contrary to some of the claims which have been circulating in the media, there is still federal money to be dispersed to this project. The latest federal budget has $300 million earmarked for it, and the $2 billion federal concessional loan has yet to be drawn down on. We can still stop the flow of federal money into this project, and that is going to have a massive impact on it. One of the problems with WestConnex is the degree of lack of transparency around the business case. So we can't be absolutely sure, but it seems like the entire edifice is teetering. If you stop the federal money, there's a very good chance the project stops altogether. So after that, what do? Look, we go to the experts, and there are many, both in Australia and overseas, and we ask them, how would you spend $17 billion on an effective public transport solution which works for all of Sydney, which works for the west, the north, the south, the inner city? How can we make Sydney as good as we know it can be? This discussion has never been had. Yeah, it actually staggers me when I reflect on this, that we have not had this discussion as a community. $17 billion. How have we found ourselves in a situation where we're spending almost 17, and it keeps going up, so it was $10 million to start with, this 16, we're at $8 billion at the moment. I'm sure by the end of the year we'll be nudging the 20 mark. How is it possible that we're at a point now where we've never explored alternatives? WestConnex is 1950s style thinking. It revolves around LA-style spaghetti junctions, one in Rozelle, the other in St Peters, the green lungs of the inner city. It's talking about more cars, more roads, no public transport. The only thing modern, the only thing 21st century about WestConnex is the price tag. And that's coming out of our pocket. We can do so much better than this. We're a rich city, in a rich nation, we're capable of elegant innovation and world-class public transport solutions. So look, the federal money. It's been widely quoted that the horse has bolted, that the money's gone. Yet, this is not the case. The federal funds, WestConnex can't proceed if they don't go through. So there is a role. There's a role for our parliament, our federal parliament, to play in this. And really, the way we're going to get a result on that is, again, the campaign, this campaign, keeping that pressure up. Now, I want to make one point. Look, I live in Stanmore, work over the road. I imagine most people here tonight are in the immediate Peninsula area, although there might be, actually, I know there are a few farther afield. But we're motivated by our communities, and understandably, self-interest is a horse that always runs a good race. There's nothing wrong with that. We start with our communities. But I think it's worth making it really clear, and to keep shouting this out, this is not just some kind of NIMBY issue. This isn't just about not in my backyard. This won't work for the outer suburbs either. If you're in the west of Sydney, $100 a week, $100 a week to borrow this on $500 a year. And based on WestConnex's own figures, the time savings will be minimal. So it doesn't really matter where you live in Sydney, this is a disaster. It's going to gut our communities. For the rest of Sydney, they're going to be paying for a road that won't effectively work. And they're going to miss this opportunity. Because when you think about it, there's really a bit of a choice here, isn't there? It's either going to be a private toll road, which we pay for the building of and then pay for the privilege to use, or there's the potential to look at decent public transport solutions. They won't be doing both. So this is an issue for every Sydney side, and it's an issue for every Australian because everyone is paying for it. I think the inner west of Sydney are probably the hardest hit, but still, this is not just about us. So who is benefiting? And again, it's the developers. Which brings us to Casino Mike Baird, our premier. I don't understand how we all thought he was such a nice bloke. Well, I never did. I've never voted for him, or yeah, that's another story. But Casino Mike, he's Bob Askin, isn't he? Bob Askin. For those of you who don't remember Bob Askin, he was the outrageously corrupt Liberal Premier of New South Wales, who was the developer's friend. Casino Mike, he's Bob with a better suit and a nicer smile. And the way he's proceeded on this project has been shrouded in secrecy. The business case, first of all, they wouldn't release it. When they did, it was redacted and incomplete. Tens of thousands of submissions which have gone to the Department of Planning. Oh dear me, right. I'm going to get this moving. The serious, unresolved accusations of corruption against key contractors. And to add insult to injury, Baird's dissolved the local councils. Right with the fights picking up. We need the leadership of our local councils. They've all taken positions opposed to the project. And what does the Premier do? Not all of them. There's a few local councils which have survived. Have a look where they are. Have a look at how they've voted. But anyway. So look, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been a union leader. Like I said, I'm a firefighter by trade. I'm a union leader by inclination. And over the last 7 years, I've had the privilege of leading the FPU, winning real and positive outcomes for firefighters.
And a supporter of Tony Abbott too, by the way, aren't you, Jim?
Then I wanted to have a look at what I actually said. Check online, it's not the way it's on the board.
It's on Facebook.
We fought there you go. We fought both Tory and Labor governments as required. So the reason I say this is I know something about campaigning. The reason why Balmain Fire Station is open tonight, the reason why I'm going back there after this, I'm being expelled with a bit of a shift to do this speech tonight, is because firefighters campaign effectively to save it. So the one has to be about campaigning, and I'm confident this is a fight we can win, but we do need more of us. There's no guarantees, but if we continue to build, continue to grow, we can do it. Well, I'm going to wind this up. You've all done an amazing job today. The cracks of this project which are appearing have come from you. The strategy of direct action, the haptics of the people and habit of urban occupying, the forensic investigations, the building community networks and so forth, this is working, but it's not enough. We need to keep on doing it. I'll finish on this. They tried to do this in the 70s. They tried to do it in the 70s and it's beaten by community action. The East-West Rally in Victoria, beaten by community action. A community campaign which put sufficient pressure that the Andrews government showed a bit of leadership and gutted it. We can win this. I'll finish on this final note. I am the Greens candidate for Rainbow. I hope you're considering voting for me on July 2. But regardless, this is my commitment to you. Regardless of what happens with that election, I'll be standing shoulder to shoulder with all of you to save our community. Thank you.